So for those of you who think that letters or that are used in math, like letter A, B, or C, or X, Y, and Z, if that's too much, some people say, why do you have to bring letters into math? I want to tell you something. How about if I tell you that in some courses in school, in chemistry, you don't just learn A, B, C as variables. You also have to know the Greek alphabets. Sometimes we use alpha, beta, gamma. But then sometimes you get to quantum mechanics and you start using symbols, not just letters, not just Greek letters or English letters, but now you're using symbols and you start asking yourself, like, what am I doing? Why am I here? What is the point of life, right? You start thinking about the meaning of life when you see these symbols. So be grateful if you're only using A, B, and C right now, because things can get a little more interesting. Now, I'm not saying this to scare anyone. Please, I think we should all try to learn quantum mechanics for fun, just for fun, okay? Not for grades, just for fun. But I'm just saying, be grateful when you're doing just A, B, and C, or X, Y, and Z, because sometimes we get into the Greek and sometimes we get into symbols. But I want to pull out a lesson, okay? Now, I know that was more of just joking with some of the symbols, but the lesson I want to pull out for us today is gratitude. We need to live with gratitude. Now, even when things are not perfect in the place where we live, there needs to be an element of gratitude. And I want to share this message especially to people who live in America. I can't speak to everybody in every nation, but if you live in America, I really want to encourage you to make sure gratitude is high on your list, and that you're grateful and that you're giving thanks. Now, the Bible says that in all things we should give thanks, but especially if you live in America, because I've seen many people who are just shouting about, oh, America has this problem and that problem and so on, bringing up the history and this and that. But let me tell you this. One of the things Thomas Sowell says is that sometimes we make a statement, but we need to ask ourselves, compared to what? So someone makes a statement like, well, I don't like America because America has all these problems. And therefore, my question for you, in light of what Thomas Sowell said, is, well, America is, quote unquote, not what you want it to be. Compared to who? Compared to what? Because if you realize that you're living in a nation that has been blessed with a lot of freedoms and a lot of opportunities. Now, I understand that some of these things are in question in the day and age we live in. But my point, though, in terms of how the government addressed certain issues through COVID, and I get it. But my point is, let us be careful to live with gratitude rather than complaining and saying that, this is the worst place and blah, blah, blah. No, let's be careful and let's live with gratitude. So I wanted to start by using the math example and then tie it back to the importance of gratitude. And of course, my heart goes out to people that are living in different parts of the world with all the challenges that are going on. And we need to keep them in our prayers. We need to see how we can help. But we need to be grateful, especially where we have peace and tranquility where we live. We need to be grateful and be a blessing to others. Thanks for watching this video. Please feel free to subscribe. I plan to produce more videos regularly now, moving into the summer. And I'm excited to share some of the books I'll be reading and just lessons from those books. Have a blessed day, and let's all be grateful as we seek to make things better by the grace of God. Let us come from a place of gratitude. Thank you.